Let's talk about who we personally waiting to drop because, like we said, we know hopefully Moneybagg Yo drop soon.
Oh, so I mean, I'm obviously
We'll go back.
Baby. You know what I mean? Uzi, I'm definitely waiting on. Uzi, I've been waiting on for too damn long. I don't know why that little midget loves taking so long to drop albums, but I just can't wait much longer because all he does is drop these damn snippets.
I gotta see him in person, man. I gotta go to a concert.
Uzi?
Yeah, I gotta go
yeah,
to a
you have,
concert.
yeah, you go.
Because I know they get wild.
No, we gotta go. The next time we get the chance, we'll definitely have to go.
Sure.
But because I got to see him in Rolling Loud like 3 years ago now, and it was crazy. And that was right before he dropped EA. And he was like, he announced it, and he was like, y'all ready for me to drop this album? And then he never did for like another year. He was capping again. I was super hyped. That's just Uzi's thing. But besides Uzi,
Nav.
Yeah,
We've
Nav
been
for
waiting
sure.
for Nav to drop for a minute.
Bro, and we it's funny because we've been talking about this. This is the question that
He's another slept on artist.
we quote, and we'll get to that. But I wanted to pose this question because this is something we've posed before. But how long do you think an artist like Nav should be taking between dropping an album? Because Nav is like the average artist per se. You know what I mean? Nav he's not no Kendrick Lamar who can take 5 years. You know what I mean? So how long should Nav?
What he's doing, like 2 years max.
Yeah, max. I
Max.
feel like this is already too long.
Exactly, and he hasn't had that many features or anything like that.
Nah,
no
what is he
singles
doing?
or anything.
Nav, if you're watching this, I gotta know what are you doing? Where's the music? Where is it?
He's in the stew. He says he's in the stew.
I think that's cap.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Maybe he comes out with a fire banger album and just comes up with a bunch of features. But comes out with a bunch of features with a bunch of hot artists like Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's what he
Lil
always
Baby.
does. Yeah, I mean, Nav gonna get the features.
The fire features.
Nav, bro, like Lil Baby, Future, like these artists give Nav the greatest features of all time.
Because they know
Nav is hard.
Great.
They know Nav hard, and like
just doesn't get his flowers.
And I feel like some of that is because these other artists do so great with him that he almost gets a little bit outshone. Not because he's even doing bad,
Exactly.
just because like these other guys are doing so great because he brings it out of them. I feel like Nav, he be sliding, he be maybe inspiring these artists to go even harder.
Emergency Tsunami,
Like-
man,
like-
that was fire.
People need to give Nav his flowers, not only as an artist but a producer because
for sure.
he did his shit as a producer with
Back
Drake
to back.
back to back. I mean, and I'm pretty sure,
One of the greatest diss tracks of all time.
if not the greatest, some would say the greatest.
Facts.
I don't know if I would agree with that, but there's definitely some great ones. But I think I saw Nav was working on some of the production for his next album, like he's doing his own production. So if that's the case, I love that. I think that's going to be great. Like if Nav is going to take this long, he has to deliver.
I think Tsunami was produced with him and Weezy.
Yeah. Weezy, I mean, we all know Weezy. That's a GOAT.
I'm trying to see Nav work with Metro, man. It's been a little
It's
minute.
been too long.
It's been a minute since Nav worked with
and
Metro.
they keep teasing it. Perfect Timing 2. They've been teasing it for too long, and they just have not. It's never come to fruition. I don't know why. But in terms of other underrated rappers, I mean, do you consider like No Cap underrated?
Not necessarily. He's getting his flowers as it goes. However, though the album didn't sell.
But like
which is
Nav sells more than No Cap, and we're saying Nav is underrated. No Cap isn't. I don't know. Nav has went number 1 like 3 times in a row, I think.
But it's just like No Cap kind of like, I wouldn't say he flopped, but I mean like the
I don't know.
album just didn't.
I don't
just
know.
Didn't sell.
I don't know if he necessarily flopped as much as
because
like,
I know
like,
the album was good. It was hard. It just didn't sell.
But like he's never even like sold. Like I think this album sold the most out of any of his other albums. So it's like he's still on the come up.
But he
It just didn't go. It didn't do as much as we
like
expected.
how much Vaccine, like the
You're
song
right.
Vaccine streamed and stuff like that. We
You're
were
right.
projecting way bigger numbers.
Maybe 40, 50K, and he got
At
30.
least, and he got like 38, 30.
Yeah, I mean it's disappointing, but at the same time, being with YB and all that does kind of hurt him a little bit. I don't know if it totally messes up his playlisting and all that. Like I don't know if he's necessarily getting blackballed as people always like to call it, but I don't know. I don't know. I think it's interesting.